What's going on, YouTube? Trucks and Water here again today. And today I have a truck talk coming to you all, and it might be a little bit of a controversial topic, but it's lately a lot of YouTubers have been talking about it, so I want to give my kind of 2 cents on it. So today we're going to talk about is law enforcement versus trucks. Recently, a lot of YouTubers like Street Speed 717, this other YouTuber, I can't remember his name for some reason, has a Duramax, a white one, lives up near Street Speed 717. They've been getting pulled over a lot by officers for some things that I don't necessarily agree with. Now, just to throw this out there, I am 110% support of law enforcement. I support the Thin Blue Line. I support them in everything they do. They do a great job. The media gives such a bad rap nowadays, thanks to, anyways, I don't want to get too political, but this channel supports police officers and officers 110%. It's not necessarily their fault these laws are in place, but I just want to talk about it. Since Street Speed 717 and the other guy with the Duramax, I can't remember his name, Street Speed especially gotten pulled over for window tint, tires too far out, and I think it was lights. The window tint really is... I understand why there's a law on window tint, why we only can have a certain limit, because in Tennessee, I think it's either 35 or 32%. I can't remember which one it is, but I understand why, because a lot of criminals will do that to their cars so they can hide stuff easily, but at the same time, when you get pulled over, they're going to run your license plate anyways. So if you have no criminal record background, or just little petty stuff like just speeding tickets or something, why should we get a ticket for that? I don't understand. It's not the officer's fault. They have to follow the laws and you know, they have to follow them and pull people over when they break them. But these people in the higher up in the office that make this law need to realize that it's stupid. It's absolutely... One of my buddies with the black Line-X Silverado, is a review video. He got pulled over by a state trooper. He has 5% window tint all the way around his truck and 30% across the whole entire windshield, which it is illegal. He got over a $200 ticket for it. That is ridiculous. I mean, he's not hiding anything. He's not a criminal. He has no criminal record. I mean, it's absolutely stupid that that happens. Other thing that really bothers me is the lighting. Now, on my truck, I've got the light bar in the front. It is designed for off-road use. Technically, it is illegal to have it not on your vehicle, but using it on the street. And the only time I ever use it on the street is if I'm in where I live in the country and it's dark out, no one's in front of me, no one is coming at me, and I turn it on to see farther down the road. Because we have a lot of deer that jump out in the road, we have a lot of animals that jump out in the road, you know, stuff like that. Down south is not that big of a deal, so a lot of trucks have, but up north is a bigger deal, that if you don't have it covered, they'll pull you over and give you a ticket. I mean, like I said, it's the law, and the officers have to enforce the law, but at the same time, I believe common sense should come into play a little bit about these kind of laws. And again, it's not the officer's fault. I mean, they have to support the law and stuff like that, but these lawmakers need to realize that there's so much other stuff to be done in this country right now, that the least of their problems is some 20-something-year-old guy running around with a light bar on his truck. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. And I don't understand why the tickets are so daggum high when it comes to when you get these tickets. I mean, if you're gonna get someone a ticket, at least be like $20 or something stupid like that, not $200 and something. It's just tax revenue money at that point. And another thing that's big right now, officers pulling people over, is their tire size. Because the standard, when you get wheels now, the standard now to get is 20 by 12 by negative 44 offset, which, you know, has your tires stick out past your truck. Some states are very lenient. Tennessee doesn't really give two craps. Other states where Street Speed 717 lives up in Pennsylvania, they have a law on it, unless you have fender flares that stick out all the way out, which at some trucks doesn't look good. If you got a tire that sticks out like that and you have a fender flare on it, it makes it look really stupid. But like I said, he gets pulled over for that because his tires stick out too much. He can still stay in his lane on the road. He's not all over the road. He's not cutting people off, not having people swerve or anything like that. So again, why are we being harassed and stuff like that over stuff like this? And like I said, it's not the officer's fault. They've got to support, they've got to defend the law and all that. But these congressmen and all these people high up in the government need to realize this is not what their attention needs to be on. They need to be fixing the other problems in this country right now that really need to be fixed. But no, they're more paying attention to some 20-year-old kid that's got him on his truck. Luckily, I live in Tennessee, so I live in this South to where most of this stuff doesn't really matter. Officers are really very lenient again, and I am grateful for that. But another thing is, my buddy of mine got pulled over for having purple headlights, which is 100% legal. They're not super bright, they're not off-road lights, just purple headlights on his Tacoma. And he had to call the police department. The police department took care of it. Said, it's 100% legal, you're fine. I don't know why he pulled you over. But it's stuff like that that gives us in the community a bad rap. Like, I can understand why rolling coal is illegal. Granted, when you modify a diesel, when you up the horsepower on it, especially when you take off, all the EGR and all that stuff in the newer truck, it'll roll a little bit of coal. Now, if you're black smoking like a freight train going down the road, then blinding people with it, that's not cool. In my opinion, do that on your own time. Do that when you're by yourself or off-roading or you're at a truck event or whatever. Don't do it while you're daily driving down the road, because it's not cool. Most people don't like it, and that's why in this community we get a bad rap. But also at the same time, again, down south it's not that big of a deal. It's more of a big deal up north because you have the emission laws and all that, emission testing, that these people get tickets for it and they get reprimanded for it. And there's been even news stories on this. And it's like, why are we paying so much attention to this instead of other stuff? But this video is just going to be like, I'm trying to open a discussion onto why there's laws out there like this. So comment down below if you ever been pulled over for something related to what's on your truck, like for lighting, for tire size, for lift, or anything. Comment down below, and please, 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 please do not bash officers in the comments. I will not tolerate that. They will be deleted. Again, unless the cop's being a super big jerk, they have to enforce the law. That's what they do. But the upper part of the government needs to realize this is bullcrap. I mean, this is utter and total bullcrap that these laws are even existing right now. It's one thing to speed, and it's one thing to be reckless driving. It's another thing to be just driving down the road with a LED light bar and off-road tires on that stick out a little bit too much. So comment down below if you've ever been pulled over for laws like this or have anything to do with that. But like I said in the beginning of the video, on this channel we support cops 110% of the time. That's what makes this country great, is our law enforcement protecting and serving this country and sacrificing day in and day out to keep this country safe. So anyone who's in law enforcement, I want to say thank you, and thank you for your service. I know it's a very hard job dealing with all that stuff, but say thank you. But if you like this video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. All of you, have a great day, and remember, never give up on your dreams.